About 4 years ago I decided I can't live life like this anymore and there has to be something better, and started working on myself.
In the 1990s, David Campbell served as an enlisted combat engineer in Operation Desert Storm and Operation Desert Shield.
Every 3 days we were in a different position, moving forward, always forward into Iraq.
Whether a war has been a totally unjust war or a justified war, war damages human beings. And the fact that people get ill because of what they've been part of is not a sign that they're crazy, it's a sign of the fullness of their humanity, that they're affected by what it is they have experienced.
Well, I died in Iraq. I was inside an enemy bunker, and I have no memory of what happened. I have to go off of what other people said, and I don't believe, it doesn't match what my last memories were. So when I came back, I got a letter from the government 1 year after I got from Iraq saying that I can't have kids. I was exposed to mustard agent and depleted uranium, and all my bones are dying. That's why I had to get my leg amputated. This one's next. All my joints are dying because of it. So there was a lot of anger towards myself, towards everybody. So I spent 20 years drinking and drugging, to try to get by so I didn't dream at night. Always held the job, I was a great photographer for many years. I just didn't want to dream, didn't want to think about it, and my way of coping was alcohol and drugs.
We began to be interested in the veterans programs as we noticed more people in the community coming who were wounded by war, either physically or emotionally. And we were looking for ways to help them and realized they really need to be helped by people who have their own experiences. It's very hard to help people when you don't have the story yourself, because so much of this healing is about being able to tell the story to people who understand the story, not at a cognitive level, but at an emotional level.
Even saints like Francis of Assisi understand war.
He was an injured soldier. He was a combat vet. He also was a, prisoner of war. So, he's dealt with his own demons, the same demons we all deal with. And instead of hiding from them, now we get a chance to deal with it.
The Veterans Healing Ministry is spearheaded at the moment by an Anglican clergyman that we became friends with, Michael Lapsley. He's from South Africa. And Michael was involved in the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa years ago. When he was involved in that, some people obviously began to hate him for it and sent him a letter bomb, which he opened and blew off his hands and gouged out one of his eyes. And after that, he realized very strongly the need to develop a ministry that was Christian-based for Christian people who had been wounded by some kind of trauma.
When I go to my pastor or I go to my counselor, in some ways it's a one-way street. The counselor, when I finish speaking, does not say, well, you think you're messed up, wait till you hear my story. But the beauty of this process is that even the facilitators tell their story. And in the process of a whole 2.5 days, people often say to us, I felt less alone. It's not just me. I'm not crazy. Because often people know that others are suffering, others have been hurt, but they don't know that others are carrying some of the same stuff in them. And the way we put it is to say that pain is transcendent.
The best part of the whole weekend is when it's time to go. Everybody's hugging, I miss you, and I want your phone number, your email. Everybody gets together. We're going to start trying to get together every month, maybe, just to keep the group going, the power of the group going.